Okay, hi there. This is going to be a review or an overview of this bag here in front of me. This is the Timbuk2 Command Messenger. I recently got this bag about 2 weeks ago and have been very satisfied with it. But one thing I noticed when I was before I bought it and was kind of thinking about buying it is there wasn't a whole lot of information in terms of video reviews for it. There's one video on the Timbuk2 website where they kind of go through the features really quickly and kind of from a distance, and it's kind of hard to tell exactly what the bag looks like. So I thought, since I have it now, I'll just kind of put together a quick video overview for other people who might be interested in buying this bag. So enough of the introduction. In terms of this bag, this is the size small. This bag comes in 3 different sizes: small, medium, and large. This is the small and black color, of course. You can get other color options. There's the main bag here, and then there is the strap that comes with it. I won't talk too much about the strap, but it has this kind of quick adjust latch over here that there are some good video demonstrations of on YouTube. And there's a nice pad thing here. I don't really use the strap, but I thought I'd put it in here just for sake of completeness. I use this top handle here. I kind of carry it like a briefcase, and it works really well that way. On the outside material there is, let's see if I can get in close. I don't know how well this will show up, but this is filmed on my iPhone, so I apologize for shakiness or occasional out of focus. They call this like a Oxford nylon material. It's really nice, repel water, I think, very well. Okay, so that's kind of just generalities. In terms of the bag, you have these closures here that kind of keep it shut. They're aluminum, so they're very sturdy. They're nice straps here. They kind of open here on the side, and they slip in this loop here. Once they're hooked, they stay in there very well. I was kind of curious thought they might fall out easily, but they really don't, and they slide off nice and easy when you want to get into the bag. So that's a way of keeping it closed. And the bag also has these alternative closures here. Velcro. You see there's Velcro up there at the top of the flap. And I have these silencer strips on here right now, which keep the Velcro from sticking. But if you pull them off, the Velcro will stick, and it'll keep the bag closed that way too. Let's see here. In terms of pockets, I guess I'll start from the bottom. There is this pocket underneath here at the very bottom of the bag, under this lip, and you can see I've already got it open. And they call this the pocket for like power cables and bricks and stuff like that. It's really cool. It runs about the length of the bag, and it's pretty inconspicuous. If you want to throw like a cord or cable down there, that'll work great for that. Moving up, there are a few zipper pockets here, which are great for small things like pens or pencils. I've got my earbuds in here. You can also keep, I don't know, other stuff in here too. And then so there's 3 of those, and they're all this depth. So like this one is that deep, this one is that deep, and this one is that depth as well. And then there's also a unzippered pocket here, which is pretty nice. And I keep my sunglasses in there. It seems like a really good width for holding sunglasses case. In terms of the inner compartment, and maybe while I'm talking about that, I'll talk about this material here. This is a really kind of like durable material. It's kind of like a rubber vinyl. It feels really durable. I think it'll hold up well over time. That's what the inside of the bag is made of. And in terms of the inner compartment, there's this large main compartment, which is big. You probably throw a few good-sized textbooks in here. Again, this is the small version. And there's also this like side compartment, which is perfectly sized for like papers and stuff. And I'll show you another great use for it in a second. But there's also a zipper pocket here inside that. So there's another pocket, which is really cool. But with that zip closed, this inner pocket is like perfect size for throwing documents in, like PDFs you've printed out or something like that. And it's also big enough to hold like a portfolio. So I've got one of those here. This is like, like a leather portfolio, and it fits perfectly in that little slot. So that's a great use for keeping your papers and documents and stuff. This inner compartment, you can throw books in there. I throw my lunch in there on the way to work, and it works really well for that. Also, I don't know how you can see this, but there are also some other pockets in here. There's a couple slots for pen holders. There's a Velcro pocket. Probably too dark to see very well, but you can put something in there. You could probably fit sunglasses in there too if you wanted to. And then there's another just kind of open, non-zippered, non-Velcroed, really deep pocket over here. Maybe wondering how big this is, so I do have a tape measure here. I'll show you if I can. Kind of hold it up with my knee. It's about like 15 inches wide, and you know, with it opened up, it's like, I don't know, maybe 5 inches, 6 inches wide that way. And again, this is the small. If you got a larger bag, it'd be bigger. But that's pretty much the inside, okay? So I'll close that flap up. A great feature of this is, another great feature is on the side here, you can see it. There's a bottle holder. And I find that most bottles are fit in here pretty well. I carry this thermos in it, and it fits fine. And just for reference, this thermos is about 3 inches in diameter, and you can see there's no trouble really in getting it in there. It fits very well. Okay, I'll take that out. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over, moving on to the back side. The back side has a few nice things. There's, if you can see these gray kind of outlines here, that's an opening. And then it goes down to a Velcroed bottom part. And this is, you can open this up, and your handle for a roller carry-on will slide right through there, and you can kind of just slide that right on your handle. The added benefit, though, is that because this is Velcro, you can keep that closed. It's a very strong Velcro. It holds pretty well, and you know, if you don't need it for the roller bag purpose, you can use this as an extra outside pocket and throw some papers and stuff in there, and I think they'd hold very well. So that's nice. Really the best part, my favorite part of this bag, and why I got it, was this long compartment here on the back, which opens up with a zipper. This, you can hold a computer or iPad, and iPad in here actually. You can see that there's this large inner compartment or outer compartment for a laptop, and I have a 13-inch MacBook, and it fits in there just perfectly. And there's also this kind of like really kind of velour material, soft pocket for an iPad as well, which fits nicely, and I'll show you both those in a second. And then it has this padded material, which is kind of like a foam. It's about maybe 1/4 inch thick, the red part, and then it's covered with this black kind of mesh stuff. And I think it's really the perfect thickness for a padding. It's thick enough to keep your MacBook from getting dinged up if you bump it into something, but it's not so thick that it's super padded and taking up a lot of your space in the bag. So I'll go ahead and show you now kind of how a laptop and iPad fit in there. I'll grab my MacBook. I've got an older black MacBook. Fits in there really nicely. And actually a little bit of room. You can kind of slide it both ways. There's probably a couple inches of play in there. And then there's this, again, nice pocket for your iPad, which I have a smart cover and then a thin case in the back. It fits in there with plenty of room to spare. And there's a little play there too. So you could probably get by with even a larger case on your iPad. I've seen some cases like the Canvas case made by another company. I can't remember the name right now, but it's a little thicker. I think you'd probably get away with even something even that big, and it would fit in there pretty well, I think. So that's one of the best features, I think, of it. This bag. Again, this is a small, and it fits a 13-inch MacBook very well. It would definitely fit a MacBook Air. Finally, this is also this other feature here for, I don't know where it's at. It's TSA compliant, so there are zippers here on the bottom. I don't know if I'd really use this that much because I don't fly a whole lot, but what this allows for is this to flip open so that your laptop can be flat and your other stuff can be here, and you can kind of slide it through when you go to the airport. Security, and then you can just kind of pick it up on the handle, and it folds together real nice. I won't use that a whole lot because I don't fly, but it's a nice feature too, and you can use that for another pocket if you want to use it for something else. So that is pretty much it. So that's my review. I'm very satisfied with this bag, and if you have any questions or things I didn't address you're curious about, just ask in the comments below, and I'll try to respond as quickly as I can. All right, thanks. Bye.